Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome. My name is Ruth Benson, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. I love you guys to the moon and back. Okay, so thank you for watching my videos. So you guys, we're back to the 20 series. Yeah, we're back. So this video is about the common mistakes we make in our 20s, right? So in our 20s, we're trying to figure out life, we're trying to figure out how to be independent, we're just trying a whole lot of things for us to be like really comfortable in our 20s, right? So this video, I'm just highlighting the common mistakes we make in our 20s. The common mistakes in our 20s, we're confused. Like I said earlier, we're trying to figure out life. So here are the common mistakes we make in our 20s. Let's get right into the video. So you guys, the first mistake we make in our 20s is neglecting our spiritual growth. See, in all things, put God first. Whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, put God first. Like there's a certain peace that comes with God. I don't know how to explain it. Like when you know that your spirituality is growing, like you just have this peace, and I don't know how to explain it, but let's not just let's work on our spiritual growth, because in all things God first. And if you notice, anytime you like put God first in everything you do, that thing is a done deal. Like God will just see it through. There's no way God will see his child suffering. And always remember that God cannot give you anything you cannot handle. So anything you are going through, just know that God has got your back. Like God cannot give you what you cannot handle. So you are going to just find a way through it with ease. Like you enjoy yourself through whatever you are going through, and then it will be a done deal. Just know that God cannot give you anything that you cannot handle. So let's not neglect our spiritual growth. Let's keep growing in our spirituality and always trust God, and God will always come through for us. Okay, so the second mistake we make is not building lifelong connections. Okay, and this thing, I'm guilty of it. We always just want to make friends to have fun, and that is not how life is. Make friends make friends with people like that has connections, that later in the future you need that connection, and that friend will come through for you. Don't just make friends because you want to have fun, you want to party, you want to this, you want to this. Are your friends going to give you the connections you need when you need them? That's the question you should ask yourself. So let's try to make lifelong connections. Another mistake we make is investing too deeply into something that we will later regret. Be extremely careful about taking like life commitments. We need to be really careful. Like think about it. Sit down and think about it. Even if it's days, weeks, make sure you think about it critically, like to know your pros and your cons before you make commitments. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, let's just try to think about, and let's not rush into decisions, because we're talking about our life, and most things that we invest in, we end up regretting it. So let's just try to think about things critically before we make decisions. Let's just think about it critically before jumping into the decision that we want to make. Another mistake is not learning about our finances and not investing. This is what they don't teach us. This is what we don't know about. All right, so we just need to learn how to invest in things that will benefit us later in the future, and also learn to manage our finances. Like everything you see you want to buy, even if you don't need it, let's just learn to buy what we need and not what we want. You all understand that we need some things, like very important things, but your wants, you don't really need it. So what's the point? Why are you buying what you want and not what you need? So let's just try to focus more on our needs than our wants. And also things that, let's just invest in things that will benefit us in the future. Because like businesses, open businesses, instead of buying a car that you know you don't need, why not use the money to buy a land? Cars depreciate, but land, like the money you used to buy your land this year, you cannot sell it that same amount next year. So why are you buying a car when you can just buy a land? Think about it. Another mistake we make is spending time with losers. Yes, spending time with losers, you guys. Like people that will not add value to your life. Why are you sitting down with them? People that anytime you are sitting down is always about gossip. Why are you there? Please, why are you there? Why? Answer me. Why? So let's just avoid sitting down with like people that you know that anytime people are talking, like people are not talking about something that is important. People are not talking about something that will make your lives better. Why are you in that group? Every time you are sitting down, people are talking about boys. Every time you are sitting down, people are talking about girls. People are not talking about businesses. People are not talking about finances. People are not talking about like important things. So why are you in that circle of friends? So let's just avoid sitting down with losers because they are actually losers. And let's just remember that birds that work together flock together. Okay? Just avoid sitting down with losers. Sit down with people that will help your life. Sit down with people that will help you grow. Sit down with people that when you pitch these business ideas with them, they will advise you, okay, do it this way, do it this way, don't do it this way. So sit down with those people that add value to your life. I don't know why. Just avoid staying with losers. Yeah. Another mistake is not learning at least one skill. One skill. You all know the kind of country we are in. Nobody needs to tell you. Everybody knows the kind of country we are in. There is no job. So use your time that you have now to learn a skill. A skill that will give you good money because there is no job. No job. Nobody needs to tell you this one. Nobody needs to explain. If you like, learn a skill. If you like, don't learn a skill. You are the one that will suffer it at the end of the day. But learning a skill is like number one on my list. Like I like learning new skills. So learning a skill will just help you. Like you don't need to look for a job when you're done with school, or just learn a skill. I don't know what you all know. I don't know how to explain it. But you all know what your country is saying right now. So just learn a skill. Another mistake is trying to impress family and friends. Why are you impressing them? Why? Family and friends, like, do things because you want to do it. Don't do something because I want to impress this person. I want this person to look at me a certain way. I want my friend to look at me that I have money, I can afford this, I can do this, I can do that. Don't impress them. Like impressing somebody, you just lose yourself in that process. And losing yourself, for you to find yourself back is very hard, but to lose yourself is very, very easy. So don't try to impress anybody, both family and friends. Don't impress anybody. Do things because you want to do it and not because other people are expecting you to do it. Do you understand? Be selfish with the decisions you make. If you are very sure that okay, this decision I'm about to make is something that will affect my life positively, do it. You don't need to listen to any other person. Make sure you do it. And prioritize yourself. You are yourself. Does that make sense? You are your number one fan. Like, avoid every other person. Focus on you. Another mistake is believing that failure is the end. Yeah. Because you started this thing and it failed in the process, you just feel like, okay, that's the end of it. No, you need to keep trying, keep trying. And with every trial, you learn something. Even if you fail 5 times, keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. And that 5 times, you realize that you've learned lessons from that 5 times that you failed. So don't believe that because you have failed in this thing, you don't have, I don't understand, I don't know how to put the talk, this statement. Because you failed in something do not mean that that thing is not for you. In every failure there's a lesson. So go through the process and learn. See, not everything is a straight road. There are turns. So make sure you go through that turns and then learn, because there are always lessons when you fail. So just focus more on bouncing back than sitting down crying and say you failed and all that. No, just focus on bouncing back and then learn through the process. Like, go through the process and you'll be fine. And that brings me to the last point, which is giving up easily. I'm guilty with this one. Like, if something is not working for me, I just give up and start crying and sitting down and doing whatever. I'll just be lost. Giving up easily is not a good thing. I realize that is not a good thing. It's very, very bad. Like, giving up easily. Like I said with the last point, like, go through the process. If you fail, sit down and think about why I failed. Write down why you failed and write down what can make it better. And focus on what to make it better, not why you failed. Focus on what makes the process better and then bounce back and continue. But when you give up easily, you are praying to God that you want to do this thing right, and God said okay. And God wants you to learn a lesson. And then after the first this thing, you're already giving up that, I'm not sure this thing is for me. And God have already said, okay, this is the path you are going to take. What will you do after giving up? And God already said that is how your destiny, that is where you want to walk towards, that is where your destiny is. Please, what are you going to do? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. But like, giving up easily, like, you'll not even be fulfilled with yourself that, oh, I did this and I tried my best. You need to try your bestest, if there's any word like that. You need to try your best to know that, okay, I work towards this thing. And you see, like, when you even hand it over to God, you know that this thing is going to be perfect. So giving up easily is a no-no. Let's not get it into our dictionary. So I hope you learned one or two from the common mistakes we make in our 20s. And I hope I made sense in this video. I really hope I did. Thank you so much if you watched this video to this point. I really appreciate. And if you have more advice, please put it down in the comment section. And please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like is giving this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share to your friends. Your friends can actually learn from this video as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah!